Welcome Year 7, my name's Mr Moorcroft and I'm Chief Executive Officer of the Challenge Academy Trust. So, when you joined Sir Thomas Bottler and became part of that community, you also became part of the TCAT family. And TCAT is a family of 10 schools who all work together in Warrington to ensure that you get the best possible education you can, but also to ensure that you get access to lots of different opportunities and experiences that it would be really difficult for a single school to provide. So hopefully over the next 5 years or so, you'll get access to a lot of those opportunities and you'll learn much more about being part of TCAT. Whether that's public speaking or joining the student parliament, whether that's performing arts or sport or trips or activities, lots of different things available to our young people that hopefully you'll get access to. I'm really excited to welcome you to TCAT and to welcome you to Sir Thomas Bottler Church of England High School. I think you've made an absolutely brilliant choice in terms of joining Sir Thomas Bottler Church of England High School. I know how superb and hard-working the teachers are. I know what a great education you'll get, and I know what fantastic opportunities will come your way. This is a new beginning for you. And I'm sure you've been through the roller coaster of emotions over the space of the last few months. You might have been excited about joining your new school. Maybe you've had a few nerves because you're leaving friends behind or teachers you've known for a long time. Maybe you're a little bit sad because you loved your primary school and this is something different and you don't know what to expect. Well, I felt all of those things too over the space of the last few weeks and months. Again, really excited for this new opportunity, but also sad to leave a school behind that I was part of for 7 years. But the reason I've taken on this new opportunity is because I know when you take yourself out of your comfort zone and try new things and put yourself in difficult positions, then what happens is you grow and you develop and you get better and you get stronger. And that's what's going to happen to you over the space of your time at Sir Thomas Bottler. I'm sure and I hope you'll do all sorts of different things that you've never done before. You might try new activities, you might develop new passions, new friendships and so on. And it'll really add a lot of value and variety to your life. Somebody else who's also in the same boat is my son. My son started Year 7 too last week at his new school. And he's had lots of new routines to deal with. He's had to get up much earlier. He has to get the bus to school himself, cross really busy roads. He's having to make new friends, meet lots of different teachers, find his way around a new building and so on. And that's proved really challenging for him, really difficult. And what I can see is because he's being taken out of his comfort zone, what I'm seeing with him is that he's starting to really grow up, really develop those independent skills, really being able to look after himself, really maturing as a young man and so on. And that's all within the first couple of weeks of school. And as time goes on, I'm sure that'll continue and I'll continue to see that growth and development. If I'd asked my son whether he wanted to stay in his primary school, where he knew all of his teachers and his friends and so on, he might have been tempted. But because he's had this new beginning and he's taken advantage of it, then I can see that it's really starting to help him grow and develop as a young person. If you asked any adults whether they wanted to go back to school, I'm sure a lot of them would say yes. And the reason for that is when you're an adult and if you want to learn something new or do a new activity or join a club or play a sport, then actually it's quite difficult, not as easy as it sounds. Sometimes you've got to travel, you've got to join new clubs, you've got to pay to be a member of something, you've got to find the time. All quite difficult, all those obstacles in the way of taking new things on. But when you're in school, all those things are accessible to you. And my son asked for some advice for his new beginning. And my advice to him was quite simple. I said, be yourself. I said, work hard and be the best version of yourself. But I also said, more than anything else, take advantage of all the opportunities that come your way. So if you get offered to try a new sport or an activity, take it. You might love it. You might be great at it. If you get offered to go on a trip or a residential, take it. If there's after school activities that you can access, take them. Make the most of your time in school. And that would be my advice to you on your new beginning. As I said, over the space of the next couple of weeks, I'm sure all those initial emotions will subside, and I'm sure you'll feel really settled and part of Sir Thomas Bottler Church of England High School. I'm sure your parents can see you grow and develop all of those skills that I talked about earlier within your first couple of weeks, and that will continue on and on throughout your time in school until you are a young adult and you're ready to go to college or university or whatever awaits you in the future. So all that remains for me to say is that I want you to have a really good first couple of weeks. Obviously, there's lots of staff available to help and support you going forwards. Make the most of your time at Sir Thomas Bottler and take advantage of all of the opportunities available to you in this new beginning.